So, hi Miranda, how's it been living in an ashram environment?
Living in an ashram environment has been interesting as well as a learning experience. Living communally is always an interesting experience for anyone because it's not natural. It's not part of your daily life usually. So learning about yourself with the distractions of others around you and allowing yourself to find silence with those distractions has been really important, and learning from everybody from different cultures and walks of life has been wonderful.
And how do you feel? Are you prepared? Are you planning to teach when you go home?
Yes, I'm planning to teach as soon as possible when I get home. I think I'm a generally confident person, and this program has built my confidence even more in terms of my knowledge base about yoga and just my prowess now regarding the philosophy of yoga. I think that's what I really learned so much more about here. So I think I'm prepared to start at the beginning, maybe just introductory yoga, but work my way up and build confidence even more until, I can maybe have my own practice.
And the food and the environment, like the actual living here?
I think it was great. I think it's very simple, and I think that's important because there are so many distractions and luxuries in life that we allow ourselves that aren't necessary. And in order to focus on our yogic path, I think taking away and stripping away a lot of those luxuries helped us come inside and introspect in a much deeper way. So simplifying our diet and simplifying our lifestyle is really important.
And in regards to learning traditional practice of yoga compared with some modern styles that are out there, tell us a little bit about that.
I think for myself, realizing that I am going back to modern traditions in yoga, it's helped me create this really important base that I can start propagating the information that I've learned here to people who only practice modern styles of yoga, and recognizing that yoga isn't just asanas and pranayama, that it's so much more than that, and really being able to integrate the two, because I don't think realistically we can go and teach a class like this back at home just because people aren't prepared for that, but I think this has prepared me to introduce that to the Western modern style.
Okay, that's really, really good, actually. Tell me a little bit about Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga is an important part of the program here. I don't know if everybody expects it when they come, but first of all, it really helps you get to know the people that you're living with and just their attitude towards non-attachment and that sort of lifestyle, and makes you recognize that we're living in a community and you need to contribute in some way to that community. Otherwise, you're just using it and you're not a part of it. So I think Karma Yoga allows everyone to actually be a working part of the ashram and lets them recognize that they're helping it grow and build along with them. And it's so important to have that connection with the place that you're living in for a month or however long.
Really good experience because it's been about being part of a community, and I suppose from the moment we got here we were part of a community learning yoga, and that's what the ashram gave to the whole group rather than practicing alone. The ashram environment was about a collection of people all working towards something very special, and we've all become teachers since we've been here. So that's the ashram. When I came here, I was asked if I was expecting to teach, and my answer when I first came here was no. I wasn't going to teach. I was coming here to learn yoga for myself because I've practiced yoga for quite a long time and I wanted to improve on it. Since I've been here, I've decided that maybe I will teach, and I'll just find the right way for me to teach. I'd like to do some work maybe with older people or maybe with people with disabilities, but it's gradually, as I've been doing the program, I've realised that yes, I think teaching yoga could be a very special part of my life, and it'd be wonderful to give something after I've learnt from being here. I really love the food here. I've never had a problem with the food since the day I came here. Some people found it difficult, but it was mainly non-vegetarians that found the food difficult, whereas I've been a vegetarian for many years. So for me, it was just, the food was paradise. It was the food that I'm too lazy to cook at home. So I really enjoyed every meal here. And the interesting thing was that I always had plenty of food. I was never hungry. And in fact, I've eaten a lot here, but I've lost 1 kilo in a month, so I haven't really gained or lost weight because I'm my perfect body weight, and I've just retained my perfect body weight. I've had plenty of fantastic food, and in fact I used to eat quite a bit of onion and garlic in my vegetarian food, and I had some garlic yesterday when I was outside of the ashram, and I don't like it anymore. It made me feel a bit sick, so I think I'm going to remove onion and garlic from my diet, and I think my food from now on is going to be quite affected by how I've been eating in the ashram. I really love the food here. It's some of the best food I've ever eaten. Living in rural India has been fantastic because I'm just imagining that if this ashram was in the city, it would be a very different experience. To wake up in the morning and to come out of the room before it's light and then gradually see the sun come up on the mountains surrounding the ashram, to see the cows going off at dawn and coming back at dusk, and the rural village people going about their day, and the beautiful fields growing all of the food that goes into India. It's been a really special experience being part of rural India, and I think even though we're in the ashram, every day I've felt a part of rural India. Rural environment in India.
Wow, living in a rural environment in India has been wonderful. I've been in a city for so many years, and nothing like this compares with the mountains that you have around you, the people that are living, which is the barest necessities, which is all we need in life. So it's given me a new meaning to everyday living. It's been wonderful.
And about karma yoga that's been happening?
About karma yoga. Karma yoga is interesting. I think we all practice it a little bit in our daily lives, giving to other people without any expectations. But I think it would be wonderful if everybody gave at least an hour a day to relatives or some outside organization, or even your neighbor, to help them out to do things without expecting anything back.
And are you planning to teach yoga at home?
Am I planning to teach yoga at home? Yes, someday I think I will. I believe I'm going to need more teaching. I'd like to have more practice. I might start off with a small group of friends and see where it leads from there.
And how about living in the ashram environment? Tell us some things about that for you.
Living in an ashram environment has been quite interesting. I didn't have any expectations when I came, not knowing what to expect. It's given me the opportunity to look at myself and look at myself internally in an environment where I have no other distractions. There's no outside activity to distract me from looking at myself. So actually it's been wonderful.
After the course, how did your understanding of yoga change in completing the course?
I think I've learned a lot with this course, mostly not just about yoga but also about life. So I'm willing to change some things in my life and also in yoga practices, and maybe not just do this method, but complete with this method the best things that I've learned, and also about philosophy, and I've really enjoyed it too much.
And how about living in an ashram environment?
It was quite a good experience. It was very nice, and I think I might repeat this someday also, because it's a big contrast from my daily living, and I've really learned a lot.
Tell me some things you really like about the ashram, about being in here.
About being here, well, there's a lot of things. Some things it was in the beginning difficult, of course, but I've enjoyed it mostly the environment of people getting connected with each other, and also practicing together, everybody helping each other along the studies, and also the daily life, the way that we get even to have breakfast in silence, and there's a lot of things.
Tell me